Good morning, everyone. Oh, it's another beautiful day here. Survival in the wild with tons of snow. I know, I could turn this. That's not for you. Oh, yeah, we got the boy in trouble this morning. He brought me a chicken leg, a frozen one. Now I got to figure out where the chicken is. Got to figure out, is he the culprit or not? Well, I did discipline him. Oh, thing. If he'd have killed that chicken, he'd have brought the whole thing on the porch. He's a puppy. He's not like a seasoned dog out there knowing per se what trouble is. So where's the rest of the chicken? That's the question now. So we're going to do a quick sweep here, which kind of odd. Anything that happens seem to be precursors of my little talks here. Now I got to find out, what is that in there? Now I got to find out, did he or did he not? As I said, it's an odd thing if you killed the chicken. I just saw something moving in here. No, I don't see anything. I know I saw something moving in there, though. Yeesh. Birds? Oh, bird. Let's keep looking here. I don't see any feathers. That's another weird one. I think there's birds down in there. You guys hear that? Okay, so no feathers anywhere. Let's see in here. Oh, I could just feed the pigs real quick here. Hey, piggies. No feathers in here. Let me set you guys somewhere real quick. Hey, guys. No feathers. No eggs either. Too cold. Where the girls play. There you go. No eggs anywhere. Oh! I stand corrected. Wow. Look at you guys. Thank you. Huh? In this cold weather? I got 3 eggs. Oh, they froze too. Cracked. All right, I'm gonna come back in here one more time for the chicken. It's all right. They've been froze out here. I'll take them in and I'll put them in a bowl, let them defrost a bit, and then I'll cook them right up. Otherwise, you don't really want to defrost the eggs, and some bacteria can grow off of. Oh my gosh, it's warm in here. Hi, guys. All right, now I think that's what you got. Oh wait, we were gonna go outside and check out and see if we can see any damage out here. Chicken feathers or something. There's nothing out here. Where did he get that chicken? Nothing here. Nope. This is once again, one of them mysteries. Did he kill one or did he not? So, precursor happenings. Did you? Did you kill a chicken or did you not? Huh? Did you? Well, anyway, so I find it interesting on how, alright, hang on, people decide for other people to make up stories on what may have happened or not happened in someone else's life. Interesting. Now, I'm not talking about murderers, pedophiles, this and that, adulterers. You threw the bowl out here, didn't you? Where, I says, well, you abuse a child any which way. On top of that, then kill it. Yeah, I'm not talking about things like that. Talking more about the everyday gossip that people feel they're entitled to in other people's lives. I kind of have to, I don't know how other people feel about it when they're being a parent. My children are all good children. My children are all children who were taught well in many ways, and still they have to decide on their own about certain things. And as long as I don't see them hurting other people, I mean, as I said, then the only person that gets to complain about them is me. If I, in the past, as it happens very seldom, but it has happened, where people come to me and talk literally trash about my children. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that's horrible. How dare you? Who do you think you are? And who do you think you're talking to? Okay. So, that's one thing. The other thing too, again, push the ball. Eating it again. Now come on now. It's just nasty. Let's use some of the water here. As far as I'm concerned, in order to be here on this earth, everybody has a father and a mother. And yeah, some do better than others. Some do exceptionally well and some do exceptionally awful. And yet, I would say that even if my children weren't always happy with some of the things that I taught them or tried to guide them or maybe hurt them even, per se, then I would hope that if anyone had anything nasty to say about me, my children would defend me. Because if you want to just look at the most minimal of anything, they all had always plenty of food, good food, home-cooked food, a warm home, a clean home, a bed to sleep in, with plenty of blankets, a pillow, and an unbelievable amount of toys. Lots of freedom to run around, big backyard, this and that. Okay, right? Yes? Okay. So, whatever else happens between a parent and a child, if that is all in place, then most likely there are two sides to a story if the complaining starts in this snap. So, yeah, so today, one should have, as an outsider, the facts. If you don't have the facts, just like you can't find any chicken feathers. I have no idea where that chicken leg came from. And it was frozen solid. Where did he take it to? It's a puppy. From my past experiences with dogs killing chickens, they bring them on the porch. They bring them somewhere where they can, and or most of the time, you catch them in the act. Chickens make a big old hullabaloo. For some reason, I can't catch him properly in the act. And the stories that I'm getting from everyone don't match up either. Yeah. So, again, I have to teach this dog. I did discipline him. And we'll have to see. Where's the rest of the chicken? Oh, he ate it. Where are the feathers? Well, okay, right there. You see? When one has something to say against a mother or a father or a child of someone else, make sure you've got the facts. Make sure that you are not suddenly now becoming a part of a greater conflict and feeding that fire. It isn't fair. It isn't right. It isn't fair. And that is definitely not part of God's plan. For us as human beings to be like that against each other. Yes. Oh, why am I so, about this snap? I tell you what. When I joined the Unification Church with Reverend Sun Myung Moon and his wife, Hak Jahan Moon, the true parents of the world, starting the new lineage of God through the blessing, I was amazed. I was so happy. Because the give and take until then that I had with Spirit World was very confusing on what actually is happening on this earth and in heaven. What is so not working right? And reading the Divine Principle gave me a lot of insight. And as I said, it's not just about, oh yeah, okay, so you were what? In a bad spot in your life and you needed just something to hang on to and follow and I don't know what. And so you were brainwashed, by this cult, which they called it a cult. And I don't know, I'm not going, no, I know myself. Even at that time, I knew myself well enough. I was not easily persuaded to follow some different direction than what I've gotten from the Catholic Church. But even there, though I grew up with it as a child, now that is something that I have to say, that gets kind of, pushed on you. Pfft, I was good with it. What is that wrong for a child to have God in their life, one way or another, as long as violence isn't a part of it? And I didn't have that. And yet I had questions when I became a teenager. They couldn't answer my question. I said, so all my years of having grown up as a child with a religion, the Catholic religion, and my mom did a beautiful job for us to love God. At least in my life, I can't speak for my brother and sister, you see. But in my life, she did everything just right and perfect. When it came to giving me faith in God, teaching me about God and religion. Well, I was a child. The best way to brainwash everyone is when you're a child. To get to you. I wasn't like that. And when I found the Divine Principle and the teachings of Reverend Sun Myung Moon, I was like, oh my gosh, there were so many questions that were answered. So many areas on earth and in spirit, even with the Ten Commandments, with the Lord's Prayer in the Bible, that was made sense. All of it? No, same thing there. I watched, okay, so what are the directions I'm actually being given through these teachings from this amazing couple, the true parents, to move forward in my own life, one thing I realized, restoration. Restoration number one, right, in some of my heart to mind. Right? How do you apply the Ten Commandments? How do you follow heavenly law? As I said, our time here is very short. You're going to spend a long, long, long time somewhere else. Yeah, reincarnation. Okay, well, you never know. There may be a program in the spirit world where you could do that. Not saying it's not true. Saying, okay. So, I was out there feeding the chickens, and he chased some of them off, and yeah, and I was able to grab him, and that was good. That was good timing. Still, where did he go with that other chicken? If he actually. So, now regardless if he killed that chicken or not, I don't want him to chase them like that. So, no matter what, the discipline still was applicable. Yes, right? Yeah. All right, so go back to, I don't know, I want to let you guys out, but gosh, I think we're just going to stay in one more day, huh? What do you guys think? Yes, and come on. So, there. No frozen water. Oh, it's a little bit froze over. I have a piece I can put in there. Hook it up to electric, and then actually then it, there you go, buddy. And it'll keep it defrosted as long as we have power, of course. There you go. I want to open the windows for you guys today. So, back to I think that when it comes to parenting, being a child, being a friend, this and that, there are these conditions all attached to where anything good, perfectly, everything perfect, goes perfectly well, this and that, then it's all good. Huh? But when there are suddenly some inconsistencies or a change of path, this and that, you become someone that has lost all value for past goodness. And often, when I've heard stories about other people, I find that if I dig a little deep, I say, wait a minute, you said. But when it comes down to it, what I see on the other side and what you're saying, are some discrepancies going on. Yeah. So there is that. I think that the only time you can be 100% certain when it comes to a positive or negative story is that if you are the one 100% involved in it and nobody else. That's the only time. And otherwise, unbelievable on how people just can't admit the truth or be truthful about what really happened. Okay. Yeah. So, in our Unification Church, interesting enough, you know, quiet out here now. I have seen and gone to so many funerals, this, that, and then everybody's sad, I don't know what. Yeah, people are not going to like to hear that, but that's the truth. This is what I've seen. Then the fighting starts. The fighting starts over money, possessions of the person passed away, and causes a lot of disunity. Wow! I thought that in our true family, that would not happen. No way would that happen. It did. It taught me something. And again, I was like, oh, wow, okay. That son ran off with, I don't know how much money, though he says it's his. And then some say, well, it wasn't his. But he says it's his. Well, I don't know whose it was. Do I care? It's not my money. I said, well, I guess you guys are going to have to figure that out. Then 2 more run off. Oh, because, you know, Mom wasn't ready to go to the nursing home or something? Well, I don't know. Oh, what was the real conflict? Nobody really knows. Nobody really knows because all we're hearing is 2 sons talking real nasty about their mother. And the followers, right, oh my gosh. What did I just say before? That's between the mother and the sons. Everybody kind of, not everybody. Millions of people out there don't care about that. I care because I'm a mother. I want those sons to go back home to Mom. Because I know Mom's suffering under that. Well, she carries it well. She doesn't have a complaint. She doesn't complain. She doesn't talk badly about her sons, this and that. And told everyone, this is in our family. Restoration in our family. Just don't, please, Don't be a part of that. Well, I'm kind of a part of it. I'd just like to set some records straight on how you, as an outsider, do not get to judge and persecute a family. No matter what, and to feed the fire of a child or a parent who has that out for their own kin. The person gave birth to this. No. There's already, if people do not understand, there's already something really super wrong there. When it comes to God's plan of restorations, well, I can't help you, but that's the truth. That's a problem. The odd thing too is that the people who are screaming and hollering the loudest and make up these insane things, for example, about owls, this and that, then I look at their life and say, I happen to know you quite well, and wow, you have enough on your own plate, in your own family to take care of. I just don't see how you have time to go and bicker and moan about someone else's. But no, there's no buts about it. The first commandment is, I am your God. Second one, do not have any other idols before me. Do not have. So the main thing is, for everyone in this world, is to somehow find a connection to our Heavenly Parent. Okay? Start to know what is right and wrong. Start to restore within your own family. Sometimes that's really, really hard. Yes. But you know what? I found in my own family, it is possible. It is absolutely possible. And you look at the future generations on how has that really impacted my family? And suddenly you realize, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And you go with that and you're grateful for that and thankful for that. I found to stoke a fire where it's already blazing enough and already causing people to get burnt, hurt. Then to go and put another stick in it, just because you can, is not right. That's wrong, absolutely wrong, and no one's ever going to convince me that is right. Just isn't. Okay, well, I didn't give none to you. I didn't, not yet. I need some scissors. So that's what I wanted to share. I'm mainly going to share this video again to a group where I have to say, where I have to say, I'm just not, where do you find, or how do you really, truly, in your heart to mind, reconcile the fact that you are supporting division in an amazing family? When it comes down to it. And come up with these incredible stories I've not even found. I go look, okay, did someone say this or that? Nope, can't find it. Not in the context that it's being given to the next listening ear. Twisted around. When you start having conversations with people like that, you realize, okay, I didn't say that either. You just said, I didn't say that. On how they have become very efficient on twisting people's words around, as if they know your heart to mind, as if they know what you have accomplished, as if they know you better than you know yourself. That's a red flag right there. Yes. Anyway, so that is that. I'm going to throw in, again, a little bit more sawdust here. I wanted to share that. To sit there and type a whole big long story out every time is tiring. Oh, sorry, buddy. And making a video sharing it to where it needs to go, and I have to share it on my news feed in order to share it anywhere else. Oh, actually, I don't really have to do that, but I do have to upload it to, hey buddy, to YouTube first. So, but if I see someone, regardless of status, religion, whatever, well, you're right in the front of that, aren't you? Okay, here we go. Come on, move over. Okay. And they teach about the parental heart of God through their own experiences of their parental heart towards their children, their spouse, their community, and so on. I don't care where it comes from. If it is good guidance to a peaceful, loving environment. As I said, God forbid if there were a war and no one would show up for it. Yes. So, as I said, well, someone has to do it. Know how that mother heart is hurting over the absolute, just horrendous slander, gossip, and twisting of words is going on when it comes to some of her own children. And then the followers of those children. Unbelievable. I thought I've just about seen it all, with people, this, that, but that, I have never, in my entire life of 57 years old now, encountered such vicious, false accusations and slander against a parent. On top of that, a mother. A good mother. Yeah. So some people should think about that. Before you get involved, let the mother and the sons and the mother figure it out. Restore what needs to be restored there. Between maybe all the things that are going so wrong between parents and children these days. The irresponsibility, especially when it comes to when a man and a woman couple, they have a baby or it's coming, they don't want it, then it comes, they give it away, they neglect it, they beat it, and I don't know what. I sometimes feel that true mother carries all of these burdens on her shoulder. All these abortions, all this, the just giving up kids, left and right. For one reason or another. Everybody's got a good excuse, always. True mother carries all that on her shoulders. And, yes, when you carry all that on your shoulders, what did Jesus have to do? What did he do? He had to give up his life. Put his own people, have him put on the cross. Suffered incredibly because of that burden on his shoulders. Yeah, that's how I see true mother with her family. When things aren't hunky-dory this snap, the burden she has to carry and restore. Very sad that there are people out there. As I said, the conflict is there between mother and sons. And so be it. But to stoke that fire as an outsider, that's a horrible thing to do. Absolutely horrible, horrible thing to do. And it isn't God's way. It's not God's plan. It is not the formula, of course. There. All right. I've said what I had to say. So everyone, beware. It's just the beginning of 2022. I'm not going to be a part of the political gossip anymore either, or anymore. And again there too. Oh, am I just, just agreeing with all what the Republicans say? No. They definitely have to grow something. I'm amazed on how much they're letting go through this net by spoiled children. I can't call them adults. Democrats are not adults. This is insane what they've been doing out there. Okay? But yet, am I going to go just hone in on one person? No. You all work as a collective. Okay? That's what it is. And so 2022, already in 2021, I practiced, nope, not going to be. I want to be a part of the uniting. Okay? Stand your ground according to God's point of view when it comes to heavenly law. Thou shalt not murder. Oh, no, it's thou shalt not kill, regardless. But then when it comes to an unborn child, thou shalt not murder. If you're pregnant, you want to keep the child. Someone hurts you, knowing you're pregnant, comes and hurts you, you lose the child. What's that considered? Yet, if a woman decides, I don't want that child, no different than the other one in the womb, same place, same environment, and the woman decides to go and abort the child, that's my body, I make my own, then it's not murder? Oh. So it is only murder of an unborn child in some people's minds. Leftists, feminists, liberals, I could go on. Sure, there's some Republicans, there's Democrats. Anytime I say, well, they can do whatever. No, they can't. And we teach them not to. That's what we do. Oh, but then, well, you know what? There are always consequences to everything that you're trying to, there are consequences to do wrong, and there are consequences to trying to make it right. By trying to make it right are consequences. It's called restoration, and it takes time. So, in one case, it's just fetal tissue, it's just tissue. In the other case, it is a child being murdered. Okay, I'm sorry, right there. Really? How do people fix this in their head to make this right? An unborn child, taken out for no other reason that you don't want it. That's murder. You murdered your own child. Murdered your own child. That's as simple as that. It's a fact, and it is as simple as that. It doesn't matter how you want to make it right in your head. To talk against your parents, good parents, giving you everything, in a way that some people do, it will never be right. And you're missing what restoration means to God. You're missing what being a child of God means or is like. So, is that it? Did I say it all now? Water. Still have to do water. Yeah. So, gossip. Back to the political stuff. Neither side is doing a very good job at the moment. Oh, we still have tons of water. And I look at I base anything that I comment on on God's point of view. That's what I do, to the best of my knowledge. And no one's going to tell me, that's just hearsay. That's someone else, having an opinion about someone else that you don't even know. That I find that interesting. Don't even know the person. Yet, absolutely reserve judgment and persecution over another person. I mentioned this before. I'm not talking about crimes against human beings or animals, whatever, that are where we have heavenly laws for as well. If you look at the Ten Commandments, you find clarity. There does not have to be confusion. And if people were to start taking a stand for the Ten Commandments, the Lord's Prayer. Well, if you don't want to read the Old Testament, that's fine. The New Testament. Read the divine principle. Strengthen your foundation to receive the unconditional love of God, our parent in heaven. It's an amazing life. It's an amazing life to live that way. And then you still have to take some responsibility, right? Yes. Like me making this video. Saying, no, you don't get to do that. That's not right. And it doesn't matter what you have to say about it. When it comes to this lady, you're not going to get past me with excuses, slander, gossip, and just absolute nastiness towards a good person. Towards a person that God loves very much. There. Okay? I'm done now, I guess. Yeah. So, I have a problem here. Everybody has an opinion about the dog killing the chickens. Is he? Is he not? Still trying to figure that out. I know he's chasing them. I saw that this morning. Still have to figure out. So, I've got 100,000 people out there going to tell me, well, he probably is killing them chickens. Oh, but you don't really know, do you? There's all kinds of things here that will kill a chicken. He may have just found the leftovers or something. Where are the feathers? Can't find the rest of the chicken. That's a weird one. That's odd. That's not quite right. So, I'm going to have to keep digging for the truth. And until I know the truth, not going to prosecute the dog. Judge the dog. Okay? Got it? Yes. All right. Innocent till proven guilty, per se. And yet, even there, people have odd ideas about that concept as well. Okay. There you go. Let's go back out. So beautiful out there. The sun is shining. We're going to have 47 degrees. Almost 50 degrees out there today, which is nice. I'm going to open up the one side over here of the chickens. Ooh. Anybody in here? Nope. Did you guys notice? He never even came back. And yeah, I had to discipline him for chasing the chickens. And that's what I have to do now every time. And I will. It takes me much longer to catch a dog now to do that because I can't run. But it can be done. You just have to be patient enough. There. A lot, huh? It's got been pretty nice today, but it is, see all the snow still here? Slippery. A slippery slope. I should go over to the other side too. So let's go. Maybe it's behind the barn. Let's go hunt for feathers one more time. Survival in the wild. No. I'm used to this. Oh, the city was rough. You guys ever watched the show Alone? Yeah. Interesting. It's interesting to watch that show Alone. And it seems like most of the people have a sense of God. I mean, they believe in God, this and that. Pray, end up praying in the beginning. You don't hear them, or maybe they just don't always show it, because I guess they make a gazillion hours of videos. Hey, boy, do you like that, huh? Bet you do. And you have to have a really deep connection to God's heart to manage all alone out in the wilderness, surrounded by God's creations. Yeah, they're scary. They're scary. They can be scary. And, beautiful. Sun's just shining on everything. Very scary. Yeah. I have to say it, I find it funny too when they say, well, I came out here to do, it's not about the money, I'm going, yeah, right. who would do any of that if it weren't for the money? But you need an excuse to quit. Well, fine. But don't tell me that, oh, dear me, I can't hack it psychologically anymore. I kind of done what I needed to do. The money isn't important. Okay. I don't believe that. But again, I mean, you watch them people talk for hours and hours, this and that, kind of get a little bit of a sense of them. Yeah, so, well, you don't really know either. No, I don't. But watched, studied people long enough to know when they're telling the truth and when they're not. Anywho, okay, there you go. But doesn't mean I have to get involved. Doesn't mean I can't have an opinion about it. Even if it's just that. Alrighty, guys. God's love and blessings always. And I will talk to you all another time. 2022. Don't presume you know. Don't presume you know. Or listen to, I don't know how many parties removed, gossip, slander, and I don't know what about other people. One can always listen to someone just and go, I don't know them. So I'm going to reserve my judgment or persecution or gossip, slander, I don't know, because I got enough to do otherwise. I got plenty to do in my own family. I don't need to go and rearrange someone else's. Again, I'm not talking about violence, murder, pedophilia, this not going on. You better step in when you see a child getting beaten or this or that, okay? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking just regular people, regular lives, regular jobs, right? Yeah. Okay? God's love and blessings always. I will talk to you another time. Vitamin D.